The big story we're tracking this morning, the grudge series between India and England has been hit by a major controversy. England fast bowler James Anderson has been charged under level 3 of the ICC Code of Conduct for allegedly abusing and pushing Ravindra Jadeja.
Well, this incident in fact took place during the first test match at Trent Bridge in the ongoing series. England has now reacted with shock over this complaint, questioning the timing of this charge.
An ugly row is brewing between India and England. This time, it's off the pitch. Fast bowler James Anderson and Ravindra Jadeja caught in the middle of a conduct row after Team India pressed charges against the Englishman for physical abuse. It all started on the second day of the first test at Trent Bridge. English fast bowler James Anderson allegedly pushing and abusing Ravindra Jadeja. The incident took place on the narrow pathway that connects the dressing rooms to the ground after the two sides left the field for lunch. The reason for the flare-up, unknown.
The instance happened in Nottingham at Trent Bridge on the last day of the game when Ravindra Jadeja was batting before lunch. That's when the verbal altercation between James Anderson and Ravindra Jadeja actually started. Now, Anderson failed to dislodge Ravindra Jadeja's wicket, as we all know. And then during the luncheon interval, when the players were coming out for lunch, he apparently allegedly physically assaulted Ravindra Jadeja, pushed Ravindra Jadeja during the walking out.
But the hostilities between the two were all too visible when Jadeja came out to bat before lunch. He made a quick-fire 25 off 24 balls that included 2 sixes. Throughout his stay at the wicket, Anderson sled Jadeja, who complained to the umpire before going off for lunch. Anderson carried on in the second innings as well. On the morning of the final and the 5th day, he bowled with a lot of fire against Jadeja, who was trying to save the game for India. Both sides are simmering, and this fresh row is likely to sour the recent bonhomie between the ECB and the Board of Control for Cricket in India, who joined forces to take over the administration of the ICC.
The ICC has charged Anderson. Will he be found guilty? For if so, 2 test match ban looms large. All said and done, there is no doubt that the series has turned controversial, and massively so. In London, Boria Majumdar for Headlines Today.
And former England captain Michael Vaughn has reacted to this controversy, saying that the charges being levelled against Anderson are a ploy by India to get the pacer banned from the ongoing series.
Well, Vaughn in fact tweeted saying that the allegations are pathetic. If it had been so bad, why wasn't something done straight away on day 2? Is it a ploy to get Anderson banned from the series? That's a question being raised by former England captain. But India's decision to report Anderson after this test match, which ended in a dull draw, has fueled disharmony in the ongoing series as 4 more tests remain to be played.
England, in fact, has fully backed the fast pacer after India lodged a formal complaint for abusing and pushing Ravindra Jadeja. But the ongoing pitch rivalry isn't something new.
All bonhomie and goodwill has been forgotten. The knives are drawn, and the England-India series has become the grudge series for real. Team India has decided to pursue the case of James Anderson relentlessly. With a level 3 offence that could amount to serious damage to the fast bowler's career, skipper MS Dhoni and coach Duncan Fletcher are said to be adamant to see the end of this. It is understood that the Indian captain has long considered England to be an arrogant team. Now he has his opportunity to hurt England. And while the ECB may have attempted to water down the episode, terming it as minor, the Brits have upped the ante and categorically denied the allegations, retaliating with a counter-complaint against Jadeja and coming out in vociferous support of James Anderson. The reactions on the incident too getting polarized. India and England have a history at Trent Bridge. In 2007 test, it was the jelly beans incident that rocked the tour. when an England player threw jelly beans on the wicket when Zaheer Khan was batting. An infuriated Zahir pointed a warning bat at Kevin Peterson and had a spat with him. The ICC will now appoint a judicial commissioner who will compile evidence over the next 14 days, meaning there's no danger of Anderson being banned for Thursday's second test, nor the third match at the Angees Bowl. The piece clearly blown out of the water, and the charge guaranteeing some added spice when the teams take to the field for the second test, when Anderson is unlikely to hold back when he bowls yet again. Bureau Report, headlines today.